Yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Natalie, also known as Knitty Natty. We are doing this live today, but I am going to try to get through things like in a fast enough pace that if you're watching this back later, you're not like, okay, stop talking to people, just get on with it. So good morning everyone that's joining us live. It's so exciting. I see 63 of you already here to see what we have in store for Sockmas 2022. So let me kind of give you a breakdown of what we're going to go over today. Hey, good morning, Diane. Are you on your way to Rhinebeck? Okay, so I am going to first explain the make-along. I am going to reveal the sponsors, of course, and I am going to talk about this holiday bonus package that I am planning that is kind of a Sockmas, Vlogmas crossover with different live events and like a Discord community and just a fun way to enhance the holiday season. Okay, so yes, we're gonna do what is Sockmas, we're gonna reveal the sponsors, we're gonna talk about the bonus package, and at the end, I'm gonna share with you the prizes for Sockmas and also answer any questions. So while I'm explaining everything, I'm gonna be kind of keeping an eye on things, but I might not answer questions fully until later on. So if you have any questions, just hang tight and I will get them answered. Okay, so what is Sockmas? Sockmas is a 3-week sock make-along where the goal is to knit or crochet a pair of socks. So I'm going to be comparing a lot to Sock Week because I know a lot of you are familiar with Sock Week. Think of Sockmas kind of like a more relaxed sock week because it's 3 weeks long. Instead of focusing on knitting one sock, we're focusing on knitting or crocheting a pair of socks. You've got more time, and we also have this element of working in the holiday season. So the whole theme around Sockmas, while it is a play on words of Christmas, it doesn't have to be Christmas socks. Not all of us celebrate Christmas, and you do not need to do Christmassy things in order to participate. Literally, the only thing you have to do is knit or crochet socks. That's it. We do have some bonuses if you're working with sponsor products or if you're working on something that is winter or holiday themed, but I'll get to that later on when I talk about the rules. So it's 3 weeks long, and it's going to be starting on Black Friday here in the United States. So it's the day after Thanksgiving, November 25th. And it will run from November 25th for 3 weeks until December 16th. So Friday to Friday. And of course, we're going to kick it off back here on YouTube Live with a cast-on party. We're going to do that at noon on Friday, November 25th. And then we're going to close things out 3 weeks from then at noon. There's going to be a Google form where you will submit all of your socks that you've finished, and I will close that up, and then in the evening at 5 p.m. on December 16th, we will have a closing ceremony, and I'll announce all the prizes so that everything is done and wrapped up before you like actually, you know, have those 2 weeks of limbo between Christmas and the New Year that like always seems to happen. So that's the overall, but now I'm going to get into the details. Okay, so what is Sockmas? In case you just joined us, Sockmas is a 3-week sock make-along. Knit or crochet socks. I'm going to explain all of the rules. They're very similar to Sock Week. We do have a theme this year, and the theme is for our sponsor products. When you're participating in Sockmas, all you have to do is knit or crochet a pair of socks. It doesn't have to be anything. You could do like the brightest colors of summer, and that's totally fine. But for our sponsors this year, the theme is Classic Christmas. And again, it doesn't have to be anything Christmas if you don't celebrate Christmas. Sorry, I just saw somebody say that I'm blurry. I'm sorry. This is the first time I'm doing a live on some people said not blurry, some people said they are. You know what? I've realized that YouTube keeps kicking my settings back to not in HD. So if there's a little like gear underneath your video, if you click that and then go, let me see, it's like the gear, click the gear and then look at quality And see, like mine is on auto for some reason and it's at 720p. You don't want that. You want like the highest thing. I guess maybe 720 is like the highest for lives, but normally I put it at 1080. So see if it's at like 360 or something like that and change it. Okay, good. Lots of people said not blurry. So I thought maybe it was just my Wi-Fi. This is the first time going live with new Wi-Fi. But yeah, it may be your playback quality. So check that in your settings. That keeps happening to me on my TV with YouTube. It's so frustrating. Okay, back to the rules. So you can make anything winter or winter holiday themed, or you can just make any socks at all. It doesn't really matter. But if you want some bonus points, if you're submitting for prizes, that's when you'll want to pay attention to specifically what your socks are looking like. Okay, so here's the rules. This is very similar to Sock Week. For your socks, they must be hand knit or hand crocheted. So no machine made socks here. They must be fingering weight. This is a fairness leveler because DK weight socks are much faster, etc. They also must be adult size, and just use your discretion when deciding if it's adult size. A lot of times we're kind of wondering, like, if I'm making these for my kid who's like 12 years old, is that adult size? I would say probably yes, because a lot of times some kids have adult size feet, but we're staying away from like baby socks here, baby booties, things like that. These are full size adult socks and fingering weight. When it comes to the leg length, however, do any leg length you want. If you want to do super tall socks, fine. If you want to do shorty socks, fine. Whatever is something that, one, you like to wear if you're making them for you, or what I like to do is like pick a challenge. So if you participated in Sock Week this year and you made one shorty sock in 1 week, why not challenge yourself to do the full pair in 3 weeks? Or if you did Sock Week this year and you made a full pair of shorty socks in 1 week, then maybe you can make a taller pair of socks during Sockmas because we have 3 weeks to knit or crochet. So you know what? It's all about just like picking a challenge for you. You could always start from the toe up and then you can just make them as long as you have time for. That's always a good way to like get started, because that time of year is so busy. No matter what you celebrate, it's just like a busy time and you feel like, oh, it's the end of the year. So I want this to be fun and relaxing. And the whole purpose is to do some creating maybe for yourself. I always make socks for myself, I feel like. So do some creating for yourself during a time where a lot of us put a lot of time and effort into making things special for other people. So do something for yourself, make yourself a pair of holiday socks, and finish them by December 16th so you can wear them for the holidays. The last thing is a time stipulation. You must not start before Sockmas starts. So Friday, November 25th. So if you start Friday, November 25th, your time or my time, I'm in Eastern time, New York time, and finish by December 16th. That's 3 weeks, Friday to Friday, but that end time, December 16th, you must finish before 12 p.m. Eastern time and do your submissions by then. So you might just want to finish on December 15th so that you can get your submission done, because that form will close exactly at 12 p.m. Eastern time on the 16th of December. Because that gives me about 5 hours to sort through bonuses and everything and pick out our winners before we do a closing ceremony live on YouTube at 5 p.m. that evening. And if you're like, wait, Natalie, this is like way too much for me to remember, after this video, I'm going to put the links to our sponsors down below. I haven't yet because I didn't want to spoil it. And I also have a webpage already done and ready with all the dates and all the times and everything that I'm talking about that I will make live, and it will also be linked down below. So don't worry if you're like having to come in and out of this video. You can come back later. You can click that info page and get all the information that you need. Oh, you know what I should have said in the beginning? I am revealing the sponsors here in just a few minutes. The sponsors are getting revealed this early because the shop updates are coming next Friday, October 21st. So we wanted to give you lots of time in advance to think about it. If you want to strategize how to get your sponsor products. So that's going to be happening next Friday are the shop updates, and I'm going to talk about the times and everything when I get to those products. And then there's about, I guess like 4 weeks, and then we actually start Sockmas. So hopefully that's enough time in advance to plan your projects, etc. Okay, how to enter. So just like we did for Sock Week this year, it was new this year, I have created a Google form so that anyone can participate in Sock Week, no matter what platforms you use. Google form is going to be super easy for you to submit your finished pair of socks. So that's what you got to get in mind, is this is finished pair of socks, whereas Sock Week was just one single sock. So you will, for every pair you finish, you will click on that form, you will fill things out, you'll either add a photo or link a Ravelry project page, one or the other. You don't have to do both. And that way, that's just for us to check and make sure, that you did actually make the socks. And then you'll have a whole menu of things to fill out with bonuses and other stuff. It's very easy. I want it to be very quick and easy to fill out, and that's why we do it this way. When we've done Ravelry in the past, it's you have to go in and have multiple posts to show bonuses. It's just a little bit trickier. So this makes it so much easier so that you don't miss out on anything. So that will be the Google form. It will open the day that we start on November 25th. So then you'll be able to look at it if you want, and then fill it out when you're done with your socks. Okay. There's also a hashtag Sockmas 2022 that you can use on Instagram. While we're not doing any prizes through Instagram, it's just fun to be able to look through and see what everyone's doing. I'm also wanting to be a little bit better about reposting you. So if you use the hashtag Sockmas 2022 and you tag me, then I can see your stuff, I can share it on my stories, and it's just fun community building from there. Okay, last thing about just Sockmas in general, and then we're going to get on to the sponsors, is the bonuses. So if you want to get a couple extra entries for our prizes, this is how you can do it. Number 1, you can get 2 extra entries if you use the exclusive Sockmas 2022 products. So that will get you 2 extra entries. You will get 2 extra entries for both things for any of the things that you use. Oops, just maybe spoiled what I have. But that you will get 2 extra entries for each one. And again, this will be on the Google form, so it will be very easy for you to select. If you are you know what, I'm not, using any Sockmas exclusives this year, but I do have products from the sponsors that are not Sockmas, you can also get a bonus entry for that. So when I reveal them in just a second, if you're oh, I have that in stash, perfect, use it and you can get a bonus entry. The one last way to get a bonus entry is to use yarn, or I would say products like a project bag or a stitch marker that is winter or holiday themed. Again, I trust you. Figure out what that means to you. I would say winter has colors, blue, white, holiday colors, green, red, or the holiday that you celebrate, blue, gold, I don't know, whatever you celebrate, that is totally fine. Whatever says winter to you and you use that, perfect. If you're using a project bag that has snowflakes on it, good. If you have a little cup of cocoa, stitch marker, also good. The only thing about these bonuses is that we're not doubling up. You can only select one. So if you do have that Sockmas exclusive product, you get that double bonus, but you can't also then get winter holiday themed. Yes, they're winter holiday themed, but we're not doubling up for many different reasons. But just so you know, you'll be able to select one by multiple choice. Again, it will be very clear in the form and very easy to figure out. The only thing I would say that's more vague is the winter or holiday theme. Just use your best judgment. If it's winter or holiday theme to you, then it is. I'm fine with it. You don't need to ask me. Okay, let's get on to our sponsors, because I know that's what you're here for, and I see that there are so many of you here. Almost 300 people. That's super exciting, because I just shared this yesterday that I was going to be going live today, and I have to share with you that I worry sometimes that like when I do these, hold on, I need a sip of coffee. When I do these make-alongs, the people that sponsor are putting a lot of trust in me that I'm going to be able to share their items, and you know, they're making a lot of them in preparation, and they're trusting that the community is here and the interest is here, and it's a little scary. And I am always just blown away when we like get on, for example, and there's almost 300 people here. I'm like, wow, that's just really cool to have this Yarny community that is so excited about making holiday themed stuff just like I am. So let's talk about the shop updates. Friday, October 21st are our shop updates. That is next Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday are the shop updates. We're also trying something new for the shop update this year. We're doing a staggered shop update, which means that our sponsors are not all updating at the same time. Instead, you will see a time for one sponsor, and then an hour later, the next sponsor will do their shop update. We're hoping that this gives you the opportunity to actually collect both things from the Sockmas exclusive collection. And yes, I said both. We've got 2 sponsors this year that I'm excited to show you. So this is something new we're trying, and I hope that it is a good experience for you if you are one of those people like me who like want to get all of the things. Okay, so the first update is going to be Friday, October 21st at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And you don't have to memorize this. When I'm all done with everything, I'm putting the information down in the description box. I'm also putting it on an info page, which will be in the description box, so that will all be good. Okay, so our theme is Classic Christmas, but I would say that we've kind of gotten an interpretation of like a little bit vintage colors, because I never just want to have something that's just like straight up, you know, red and green and white for Christmas. I just think that that is done a lot and easy to find. So you'll see that these are a little bit different. So let's talk about our first sponsor, which is a project bag. Actually, you're getting 4 different choices, 2 different fabrics. Hold on, I'm trying to grab it without showing them. 2 different fabrics and 2 different sizes. So our first sponsor is White Rose Fiber Company. You probably have seen me use these bags before. They're really great quality, and they're always lots of really fun fabrics. And so Courtney of White Rose Fiber Company and we have been planning this for almost a year, I want to say. And so she specifically selected these fabrics for Sockmas 2022. Everything that I show you today will only be available between October 21st and until they sell out. A lot of times they do sell out pretty quickly, so you'll want to be there like right when it updates. But they will be available if the sponsors are able to continue making them through the end of Sockmas. But again, it's usually just within a couple of hours or sometimes minutes. So hopefully the staggered update will be helpful. Okay, so let me show you these bags from White Rose Fiber Company. So here is our first fabric and size. We got definitely some fun classic Christmas going on here, and what could be more perfect than a ton of different socks. So all kinds of cute little socks. These ones almost look like stockings, but I would say they're definitely more like socks. Little Christmas trees and Fair Isle. So cute. This is the medium size project bag. And again, these are from White Rose Fiber Company. I know it's not showing up super great because I can't do like focus on my phone, but I will have her shop linked down below. With her zippers, she includes, oh gosh, can't see, a cute little charm that you could leave on there. I usually just leave it on there, or you can take it off because it's got a lobster claw on it. The inside fabric is also really fun. These beautiful snowflakes. This bag is a boxed bottom. It is a really, really good, and it folds up so nice. It's a really, really good size, and it also has this super sturdy, like, I guess this is canvas, I don't know, I'm not, I don't sew, handle that is great for like carrying around. This is a pretty large bag, so you could definitely fit more than just socks in here and use it for other things as well. Like if you're thinking, oh, you know, I want to throw an Advent project in there or something like that, you could definitely do that. Okay, here is, oh, sorry, I just touched the microphone. Here's the second fabric, similar but different. So there is the black background fabric and then the red background fabric. And this is also the other size. So you'll be able to choose between the two fabrics, black or red, and the two sizes, medium. And then this is the, I think it's called the sock size. It's a smaller size. It's still a box bottom, but a little bit smaller. Still got a really great zipper and little charm on it. Fun snowflake fabric on the inside. This one is perfect for socks. So you may be thinking, that's a really narrow bottom. Like, will it fit a skein of yarn? It does. Actually, the best thing I think about this size bag is if you're a fan of splitting your sock skeins in half like I am. I like to split 50 gram and 50 gram cakes. They'll sit next to each other and just like stay like that in here. It's just, it works out like so perfectly. So that is our first sponsor, our bag sponsor, White Rose Fiber Company. And this is going to be updating, shop updates on October 21st, next Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. You'll be able to just shop bags. That's it. This is the only person going at 10. So we're doing these staggered updates. Yeah, you're going to let me know what you think about that. Okay. Give me just a second. The sun is like moving constantly and I want to maybe give myself a little more light without, at first it was like in my face. Let's see. If you're like, what's that super loud noise? Those are my shades. Oh, that might be too bright. Let me see. I think that's still a little too much for the sun. Hold on. Okay. The sun is rising earlier, I think. Maybe I'm just noticing it more. And it's like not rising up fast. At least I feel like it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's just me or my schedule. Okay, so that is our first sponsor, our bags. Now I have one more sponsor to show you, and this is our yarn. There are also two options when it comes to our yarn this year, and I can't wait to show it to you. Remember, we're doing classic Christmas, and this is where it kind of gets into, like, I think more of a vintage feel. Okay, our yarn sponsor this year, you may have heard of them, is Mandy's Makings. So Amanda and I were putting together, I mean, I say like I really had that much to do with these artists creating things, but we were like going back and forth. She had a bunch of different colors and, you know, inspiration for classic Christmas. And we ultimately landed on two sock sets. So you're going to see two different sock sets in two different colors. They are beautiful and speckled, and they do come with a mini skein. So that will be really fun to have that little mini skein there to work with. Okay, we're going to start with, I think, Snow Globe. So the first one is called Snow Globe, and this is by Mandy's Makings. And I will have pictures of these because of my light and the sun, this is looking like yellowy, I think, but it is a beautiful, like icy kind of blue and a really nice red. This is not orange at all. I hate that the light is doing this, but it is a beautiful color called Snow Globe. I have it here on a 75-25 base. And it's got all these amazing speckles, like dark green, this similar red, and a little bit of like yellow, I would say, kind of sprinkled throughout. So just a really lovely, there you can see some more of the speckle. You love Amanda's yarn, yay. Yeah, it's just a really lovely, beautiful speckle. I'm imagining that you could use this yarn for textured socks and it would be so dreamy, or you could even do something like cabled and you're still gonna get a beautiful, like crisp look, but also just like stockinette works too, and it's gonna be beautiful either way. So this is the first one from our second sponsor, Mandy's Makings, who is Amanda, and this is also going up on the same day, so Friday, October 21st, but 1 hour later at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So we have bags at 10 and then yarn at 11. So that way you can grab both without having to feel like super stressed. So this is the first color, super pretty. And the second one is called Handmade Ornament. And here it is. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, I definitely want to show you the pictures because it's lighter than this. It's pinker than this. This golden sunlight is like casting this orangey yellow, but it's so pretty. It's another speckled yarn. This one's called Handmade Ornament. And it comes with like a beautiful green that you can see speckled throughout. Yeah, see Yvonne likes this one. Hey, Alize. And it is just super pretty. I mean, I love pink, you know that, and I am having a hard time choosing which one will be the one that I work on during Sockmas this year. So here are our two yarns from Mandy's Makings. Handmade Ornament is the pink, Snow Globe is the blue. There's going to be limited quantities of each of these. So you're going to want to make sure you are ready at 11 a.m. Eastern time next Friday to snap up whichever one that you are wanting so you can get it in time. And both are sock sets. Again, I've got the 75-25 base, and this will be coming live at 11 a.m. next week. So let's review. Sockmas is so great because it's like, it really is a time, I feel like that the whole purpose is just to like enjoy that season and slow down. And so it's a little bit simpler. We have fewer sponsors. It's like, you know, we taking the time for ourselves and to make things that we love. So I'm excited about it. So next Friday, October 21st, mark your calendars. We have White Rose Fiber Company with 2 different bag sizes and 2 different fabrics. Both have the really fun snowflake on the inside. And then we have Mandy's Makings, 2 different sock sets. We have Handmade Ornament and Snow Globe. And that's going to be at 11 a.m. next Friday. So both on the same day, one at 10 and one at 11. And again, I'll have the information down below. Okay, let's talk about Sockmas as a whole, because yes, we have the products that are coming out next Friday, but what do you do during Sockmas? Like what is it all about? So the whole purpose of a make-along is just to join together as a community and make something together. So for this make-along, we're making socks, whether you're using the Sockmas products or you're using, like, let's say you wanted a bonus, but you aren't able to snag one of these, you could use another yarn from Mandy's Makings or another bag from White Rose Fiber Company, and those would also get you like bonus prizes. You can make winter or holiday themed socks, or you can literally just make knit or crochet socks as long as they're fingering weight and adult size. So we're all making something together, but then we also like have that element of wanting to share it. So you can share on Instagram with hashtag Sockmas2022. And you can also join me for 2 free events that I'm going to be hosting here on YouTube. So the first one is a cast-on party. So Sockmas is going to run November 25th to December 16th. So on Friday, November 25th, Black Friday, it's the day after Thanksgiving, we're gonna have a live cast-on party at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Come and join. It's going to be just like this, except we're going to be more chatty and I'm going to be knitting. I'm going to figure out which one of these I'm going to cast on. And we're just going to like start our socks, make our socks, and chat together. And then the other community event is our closing ceremony. So 3 weeks from the cast on party, we are going to have a closing ceremony. You're going to make sure to submit your socks by 12 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, December 16th. And then you will come and join us at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I will announce the winners. So speaking of winners, let's talk prizes really quickly. Each of our sponsors is donating 2 prizes. All of these prizes are available internationally. So Amanda of Mandy's Makings is donating 2 $40 gift cards, 40 US dollars gift cards to her shop. So I will be picking those prizes from the submissions of finished socks. And then Courtney of White Rose Fiber Company is giving away 2 of the medium-sized bags, 1 in black and 1 in red. This is also available internationally. So the way to get those prizes is by submitting your finished socks, and I will draw those on December 16th at the end of the make-along. So we are not using Ravelry this year. I'm stepping away from Ravelry, I think probably for good, for make-alongs at least, because it just doesn't support a community that I want to build. It doesn't have that conversational aspect in the forums, and maybe it's just a personal thing, but I just found it kind of difficult to like remember to log into Ravelry and like look through things and comment on people's photos and stuff. It just, I don't know, it's not, to me, wasn't very user friendly. I love Ravelry for tracking my projects, so nothing against it, but it just wasn't building that community feel that I want during a make-along. So instead, for submitting your finished socks, anyone can submit finished socks, and we'll use a Google form, which I will have on the info page, which will be linked down below soon. Hold on. But as far as the actual community and getting to like chat and share photos and discuss things, I am putting together a holiday bonus package that's going to include Discord. It's going to include so many more things. I'm about to talk about that. But Discord, if you haven't been on Discord, if you haven't done one of my classes or courses or membership or previewed the membership, we use Discord. So it's all in one place if you're already on one of those things. It is like the better like Instagram Messenger or Facebook Messenger because it's organized by topic. You can reply to people, you can react to things. It is so nice. And I feel like that's the best place to host this Sockmas community and have things on there. So that is going to be available in this holiday bonus package. I'm putting in the package because we're going to do a combination Sockmas and Vlogmas events, and I'm really excited for it. Okay, so let's talk about that. And I know I'm seeing some questions, and I'm going to answer questions as soon as I finish getting out all this information. And this bonus package is the very last thing that I have to talk about, and then I'm just going to like call for questions and answer questions. Okay, so I feel like I need, where do I put this? Whenever I talk, I like get dry lips. I need a little more lip gloss. You're starting to love Discord, yay! It can be a bit overwhelming at first, especially in our membership one, because we talk a lot. But yeah, Discord is really, really fun. Okay, so here is what is going to be going on in our holiday bonus package. Now, I want to say first that this is a paid package, and it is in no way required to participate in Sockmas. Sockmas is a free make-along. You can use any yarn, you can make any socks, and you can submit and enter for prizes completely free. You can join our 2 events that are on YouTube, again, completely free, and you don't have to pay anything to participate. So this is just if you want to, I guess, like enhance your experience, join into the community further in a more specific way, and there is so much in this package. I think you're really going to love it. And instead of just focusing on Sockmas, this is going to be like a Sockmas Vlogmas crossover. So some things are going to be related to socks and some things are just going to be related to like the holiday season and vlogging. I'll explain in just a second, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have 5 live events that are just for the package and the Discord component, which is also like kind of 24/7. There's community there all of the time. So this bonus package is only one, is going on sale November 11th. If you participated in Sock Week in one of our levels, this is very similar to that, except there are more things in the package and there's only one package. Okay, so these are going on sale November 11th. And by then I will have even more details and like tell you all the nights that things are happening so that you can make sure like, you know, I don't want to, you know, you may not want to participate if you can't attend at least like 3 of the 5 events live, which I completely understand. But all of these events will be recorded too, and the only way to get access to them is by purchasing the package. Okay, so enough logistics. Let's talk about what's actually in it. So there are 5 live events that will start in December. They are going to be so much fun to beef up your holiday season, get you in the sock knitting mood, get you in the holiday mood, and these are all in addition to Vlogmas. I'm going to be vlogging every single day on YouTube as well. We're also going to have that Discord community, which will have Sockmas and Vlogmas components, but that's going to start much earlier on November 11th or as soon as you sign up. That way we can start like chatting Sockmas plans, start chatting Advent plans. There will be places to post like your Advent every single day. There will be places to post your project ideas for Advent. There will be places to post your sock knitting, you know, all of these things will all be in there, and it will be just one big place to chat and have community around this very fun time of year for knitters and crocheters. So here are those 5 events. All of the events will be recorded so that you can go back and watch them later if you want to watch them again or if you missed them live. So there are 2 Zoom events, and if you don't know what Zoom is, if you avoided Zoom, wow, good job. But Zoom is where we can get online together, we can see your face or my face or whatever. We're all there together. And the first live Zoom event is actually going to be with our Sockmas sponsors. So Amanda and Courtney, who have made our yarn and bags, are going to join us, and we're going to do an interview with them, learn what it's like to be a bag maker and a yarn dyer, and just get to really know them during that event. So that's going to be really fun. That is one of them. I don't have the date set yet, but before this package goes on sale, I will have all those details so you'll know exactly what you're signing up for. The second live event is going to be with a sock expert. If you joined us for the interviews during Sock Week, it's going to be similar to that, except I kind of learned that I think having 3 people at once was too many. So we're just gonna have one sock expert. And again, I'll tell you who it is and when it is before that package goes on sale. So 2 Zoom events. We're also gonna do 2 live YouTube events that will be just for people who have the package. These are going to be like more of a Vlogmas thing. It's going to be a little bit of a behind the scenes. We have one planned. We're going to do a kind of like a Christmas tour of New York City. So Kent and I are going to go to Central Park and we're going to walk around live and we're going to show you things. We're going to walk down 5th Avenue and show you like all the really cool stuff that happens here in New York. And again, those dates and everything will be set and we will let you know before the package is posted. The second thing, we thought it would be fun to see what you want to see. So we're going to do a poll and take a vote, and whatever behind the scenes you want to see, like, I don't know, did you want to do an interview with Toaster? I can't predict what this will be, but you will get to choose and let us know what you want to see. So 2 Zoom events and 2 YouTube events. So the Zoom events, I am going to be interviewing, and then the YouTube events, I'm going to be hosting myself and Kent, and they're more like Vlogmas behind the scenes. So that's 4 of the events. And then the last one, we're going to do a movie night. So this is going to be like a holiday rom-com type of movie night. There's a platform that I like to use in the membership a lot. It's called teleparty where we can all log in and start a movie at the exact same time, and then there's like a chat. So just like we're watching now, imagine instead of me, it's the movie and we're all watching it at the same time, and then we can chat on the side about it, like, oh my gosh, can't believe that she did this, what are you knitting on? And it's really, really fun. This will require a Netflix subscription because it's not legal to stream and like then charge people to watch. Like, that's not legal. So when we use Teleparty, you're able to log in with like your own Netflix, and then you're able to join in my Teleparty where I also have Netflix and we all have Netflix and we have the same movie going. It will be a Netflix original movie so that if you're around the world, you should still have access to the same movie. So all of this is part of the holiday bonus package with the 5 events, 2 Zoom interviews, 2 YouTube lives with me, 1 movie night, and the Discord community from November 11th to the end of the year. So much stuff in there. Yes, I just saw somebody say Teleparty isn't available mobile. It's not available mobile. Like, they don't have it for mobile. I don't know why. It's only available on a computer. I don't think on the TV, but anyway, I'm gonna have like all that stuff because I don't want you to like sign up thinking like, oh, I can go to everything just and then not be able to. So like all that will be very clear when I get the details of the package ready. And again, not until November 11th will that be on sale. So you'll have time to like look at that and decide what's best for you. So these 5 events and the Discord for 6 weeks, I think, is the Discord, is $25 US. So that's like $5 per event and like a free Discord, which is pretty good. So I will have all that information on a webpage linked and the Sockmas stuff because it's like Sockmas, Vlogmas, crossover, and all of the details will be available before you go to purchase. The last thing I have, I keep saying that, this is the last thing. I am planning to open up my sock course, Perfect Fit Socks, one more time this year. And that is going to be I think that's the last week of October. Yeah, like October 24th, the last week of October. So if you've been waiting for Perfect Fit Socks to reopen, I'm not going to talk about what Perfect Fit Socks is here. If you've been waiting for it to open, that is going to happen at the end of October. That way you can work through the 6 weeks of the course and finish during Sockmas. That will be the last time that it's available this year, and it will likely be the last time it's available with any live component. Right now we're using Discord as our live component, so I can like answer questions pretty quickly. And moving into the new year, I'm most likely going to be switching it over to where it's just more of an evergreen, which is like a word I didn't know until I was in YouTube, but where you can just purchase it and work through it on your own with no interaction. So if you do want to have that live element of like getting to chat and ask questions, make sure that you join us this year. There's a wait list down below if you want to find out more information. And I saw somebody ask about the toe up sock pattern, and that's something that I have on pause right now because it's a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be when I originally said I would just add it to the course. So I don't know at this moment, like I do want to do it, but it's not going to be part of the course this year. But if you're in my Perfect Fit Sock course at all and I update something, I just add it to your course. So if you like joined us at the beginning of February, you know, when we got like the math sheet, I added that to it. Everything is just going to get added. Any like live stuff we do is going to get added. So don't worry, if it comes, it's coming to you. Okay, now that I've explained so many things, I really thought this was going to be like 30 minutes long. That's really funny. Do you have any questions about Sockmas or Vlogmas or the bonus package I explained? Let me answer your question. So if you put a question in, if you'll just ask it again, because if I start going back through the questions, then I get like stuck back in time and I don't see the current stuff. So if you'll just ask the question again, that would be amazing. And I would be so happy to answer. Oh boy, I just saw that there's like this person. Let's just report them for unwanted content. Oh boy. Okay, what can I answer for you? Julia asked, can we do multiple pairs? Absolutely. So for every pair, so that's 2 socks, every pair that you complete, you can submit a form for Sockmas. So if you do 1 pair and you submit it and you're like, wow, I have a week and a half to go, knit another pair. 1 can be tall legs and 1 can be short legs, totally fine. I would even say, I'm gonna say that the definition of a pair of socks is 2 socks that are identical in length. So why I'm saying that is because let's say you got like both of these, and actually no, better example. You started 2 pairs of socks during sock week and you haven't finished them yet. If you have 2 very similar socks, like they're about the same height, etc., they're same size, and you're like, I need to finish them. If you finish like the mate to 1 pair and then the mate to the other, so 2 socks, even though they're not the same color, that's a pair to me. Does that make sense? I don't want it to be, you do need to knit 2 socks, but I don't want it to be so limiting that you couldn't like finish some socks at the same time. Fair? Okay. It's so funny to me because I know a lot of people say like they finish their sock week sock like a week before sock week begins the next year, and I totally get it. Like, it's so fine. But also, if you got both of these and you wanted to knit 1 sock from each and they're very similar, like one can't be a shorty and 1 a long sock, like make them like they're a pair, but that would be fine too. Allie asked, will there be any shirts in your merch shop? I'm not doing any like Sockmas. I don't have a Sockmas logo or anything. All that will continue to be in there is my Love and Stitches merch. So that actually reminds me, the Definition collection is going to be closing the same day that all of the Sockmas stuff is becoming available. That wasn't really intentional, but I just thought about that. So if you do want any Definition collection merch, you need to make sure to order it before October 21st, and then it will retire and it will be gone. But to answer your question, there's no Sockmas specific merch. Thank you, Lizzie, for reporting the bot. Ethan said, do the socks have to be a certain length? No, they don't. They just need to be adult size and in fingering weight. But as far as the leg length, that's, people, bot, get out of here. Get out of here. Hold on. I'm reporting you. Okay. They can be any length, and just do a length that works for you. If you like just love shorty socks, or if you know that you'll be able to manage shorty socks during the 3 weeks, do that. If you're looking for more of a challenge, maybe do a little bit of a taller sock. And then the other strategy I suggest is if you do like toe-up socks, start at the toe, work your way up. Once you finish the sock, you can just go as long as you have time for. Bobby asked, will she be offering the socks on different bases? That's a good question. I actually should ask that. I should already know that. So let me make a note to ask Amanda, and I can answer that on Instagram. Good question. I saw somebody earlier ask about international shipping, and I believe that if the shop has international shipping, you will be able to get international shipping. So let me just make a note of that one too. Okay, I'm gonna ask about bases, and I'm gonna ask about shipping because that is an important thing to share. The link to the merch is down in the description box right now. It says support Love and Stitches, and then it says Love and Stitches merch. But you can also just go to knittingshirts.com, and that redirects to my website. Okay. Oh, Amanda, you're here. Yarn will be available only on the 75-25 base due to limited supply from the supplier. Thank you, Amanda. And I do think that you actually told me that a while ago when we were discussing it, so I'm sorry, I totally forgot. I have the yardage on here. This is the best sock base anyway, in my opinion. The yardage is 462 yards. There's that information. I know it's not super clear. Okay, what else can I answer? Hey Brooke, so excited to follow along for Sockmas. I know, I am excited too. So much fun. Okay, I'm going to start wrapping up, but please put any more questions that you have, and I will be keeping an eye on them. So, quick review. Sockmas shop updates are next Friday, October 21st. The first one is at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for White Rose Fiber Company bags. There are 2 fabrics and 2 sizes. Then, same day, Friday, October 21st, 1 hour later at 11 a.m., so that you can grab both things, we have Mandy's Makings, and we have these 2 lovely yarns. Ooh, that's showing the color pretty good there in that light. We have Snow Globe, and we have Handmade Ornament. Both sock sets available on a 75-25 base. Sockmas is going to start November 25th. It's going to run for 3 weeks through December 16th, and you have until 12 p.m. Eastern Time on December 16th to submit your finished pair of socks. So in order to submit for prizes, oh my gosh, can you hear that ambulance? In order to submit for prizes, you do need to finish a knit or crochet pair of socks, fingering weight, adult size, any length, must be started on or after November 25th and completed by December 16th. But if you're like, I don't really care about prizes, literally do whatever you want and just make socks. Like, the most important thing about a make-along is the community and having fun. So if you're like, Natalie, I hate socks so much, and I'm gonna buy this, and I'm going to make a hat. Great. We don't care. You can't submit your hat for prizes, but you can come and participate in literally everything that we're doing. Like, it's just about having fun and working together on things. So, doesn't matter, you don't have to be a sock knitter or crocheter in order to participate. There is also going to be a fun holiday bonus package that includes 5 live events and a Sockmas/Vlogmas Discord that I will have more details on and will be available for purchase on November 11th. And it is a $25 package. More details coming. That is coming directly from myself. Okay, let's see. Any questions? Did I miss anything? Oh, the details are going to be in the description box momentarily. Give me a few minutes to get everything, turn the web page on, add that info, and you will be able to browse everything and have plenty of time before shopping day next Friday, October 21st. Free fun, I know, free fun. Oh yeah, that being said, we have 2 free events, the cast-on party and the closing ceremonies, both on YouTube. Ooh, Kirsty said I'm gonna look for a wintry themed pattern. Great idea. We'll have a place in the Discord where you can like drop in pattern ideas as well for socks. It wouldn't be a Knitty Natty make along without a pink yarn option. Got me. Share a pair would be so fun. Oh, I must have missed that. Oh, somebody said I'll have to plan for 2 pairs of socks. I think this would be the perfect timing to work on a share a pair. Yeah, so if you have a Mandy's Making share a pair, you can also work on that and you'll get a bonus point. That would be fun. Lady in Red, oh, Yvonne said, do you wind your yarn into 2 50-gram balls? Usually I do for socks, and I have a tutorial here on YouTube on how to do it. I think it's called like how to wind your yarn into 2 identical cakes or something like that. I can't remember, but it's very detailed. So if you want to see how to do it, go to that video and that will help you a lot, I hope. Oh, great gifting idea for friends. Ooh, good idea. I love that. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today for this like very full hour. I hope you're just as excited about Sockmas as I am. Check back in like, I don't know, 30 minutes for the web pages that have all the information on them, and then put in your calendar, 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 11 a.m. Eastern Time next Friday, October 21st, if you're hoping to snag some of this Sockmas sponsor merchandise, because I have a feeling that it will go very, very quickly, and we only have limited quantities available. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.